welcome back. Today's edition is going to be a Mega Drive pickup one. Basically it's going to be a short video. I've got around about 7 games to basically show you this week. So no further ado, let's crack on. Before I start, you know, one question. I am an old git now, and I like going into you know, the city centre and basically getting that item. You know, it's a good, where I live is a good half-hour away or drive away to, you know, go into our town centre, our city centre, and for me, you know, it's worth it. It's all about, you know, the excitement of going in there. You know, first of all, see that items there as well, basically, as well. That's, you know, adds to the excitement. I like having the game, you know, like this, for example, in my hand and looking at it, and you know, look at what's in the background, and it's helping like local stores as well. Like, cause I'm a big record collector, and I love, you know, helping out the local stores, or even like going into a HMV, and they're doing a lot of good vinyl now these days as well. You know, I just love having a look at the art, and it's all about the excitement. I think with me online stuff like at Amazon or eBay, maybe that takes the excitement away a bit. I like, I see like the unboxing videos and stuff, but for me, I just love going into a shop, and you know, I think it's like, you know, it's 90s all over again. You know, that's me, like, you know, having my pocket money or having my first job and having that paycheck, and you know, oh yeah, I can afford the, you know, a game or a record or a DVD this week. Let's go into town, and you know. So my question is, do you prefer online, or do you prefer, like myself, going into a, you know, a shop? And that's why, to start off with this, this comes to my first game. The first game I've got is actually in the background at the moment. I got this from a local retro store. It cost me around about £40. I had to look online. One sold for £56, and another one, buy it now, about £50. But that's without a booklet. And the first game is Bubble and Squeak. I saw this. They had this in the display window, and you know, it's. I think it's like an uncommon game. I've not, you know, seen it around. You know, with booklet as well. So you know, £40. I thought I put it was a good price on it. Game wise, I'm not a big fan. I know like people do like it, but for me, you know, the first level is just basically a platformer. I can't remember which one's Bubble. I think he's obviously Bubble there because he's blowing bubbles. Basically, you're controlling, say, Squeak around, and he basically, Bubbles basically helps you out, and a computer basically controls Bubbles or Squeak, which one's which. I haven't got a bloody clue. I find it very slow paced, to be honest. The second level, you get bonus stages where it's a bit of a shoot 'em up, where you're like in this like submarine and you basically shoot fish and octopuses and stuff like that. But I find it so bloody boring. I find it so slow. You see the fish coming a mile away. I know the levels go up and they get harder and harder. So I'm not a big fan. There's a lot of purples and blues in the game. It's not a bad game. It's just I think it's just me more. I just find it a bit slow, and it's very it's a collective game as well. You gotta collect rubies, money, which help you through the game basically. So that's Bubble and Squeak. But you know, I'm glad it's in my collection, but that's not for me. The next game I got from Weston-super-Mare, and there's a toy shop there with it's like a toy shop, like new stuff like NECA toys and all the new brands. And in the front window they've got a retro part with all the SNES and stuff, and they had this there. I got this at £25. I think it's more of a £30 to £40 game at the moment, so I'm not quite sure. This one game I didn't really check the prices on it. I'm not a big RPG fan, but I've heard about this one. It's a hard one, and I've heard you can, you know, you don't have to like RPGs to like this game. I like more the action RPGs to the turn-based RPGs, so I'm gonna give this one a try. So, and that's with booklet again. So, cracking game. We're cracking that on again. So I'm gonna try this one on. I'll come back with the other one. Right, the next one I bought a bundle on Gumtree for £25, I think it was, with a Mega Drive, which I actually sold on now. So I basically made my money back. But there's one game that caught my eye, which I'll show you at the end. So I'll quickly do these ones. This game always gets like a bad rap. When I first got into the hobby again, you know, you look at these YouTube videos and like games, recommended games and stuff, but as a kid I can always remember it was a good game, but people these days slag it off a bit, and that is Ultra Beast. I don't know why, but it's a bit, you know, backdated now. You know, graphically it's really good. You know, the characters are really big and bold. You know, when you change into the beast, basically, it's good. I think every level is, because you change into a different beast, it does give you a variety of a different level, and it's the same sort of thing, but that beast, you know, it's like the twist of the game, basically. It's not a bad game. I give it a good like 6 or 7 out of 10. But it gets, for some reason, it gets a bad rap. I don't know why. And I always see like loads of T-shirts of this on there, and they look awesome. So great art, but you know, it is what it is. That's Ultra Beast. Next one is Dynamite Hetty. This game is, you know, this game is about £15–20. You probably get it for about £10 at the lowest. You know, the hidden gem this one is. If you ever see it, pick it up. It's a cracking game. Basically, you use your head as a tool, you know, like a weapon, and I think you use your arms on it as well. No, I think you use your head. But the first couple of levels, which is I find it quite strange for a Sega game as well, is the very tutorial. You know, the first 2 levels they show you what to do and how to do it, and it's really, you know, eases off for a bit, and then it gets harder and harder. You know, cracking boss battles. Highly recommend this one. If you ever see it for cheap, don't hesitate and pick this one up. Right, this game I actually bloody hate. Oh, this is one game I had as a kid, and I bloody hated it, and that is Echo the Dolphin. I think you get your money's worth for this game. Back in the day, you know, you have like you know, time to kill, and it's like loads of levels, but it's just like you're there, and obviously you're a dolphin, and you're looking for clues, and you don't know the bloody hell what you're doing, you don't know where you're going, and I just found it so frustrating as a kid. I played this recently. I actually enjoyed it a bit more because I actually got more patience now than I did as a kid. You need a lot of patience in this game. It's not a bad game, but it's one of my worst games. I hate it. And that is Echo the Dolphin. Okay, the last one, this is the one I was on about. I saw this, I thought, I know this one goes about 40–50 quid. So, you know, so I saw it in the advert, in the picture, and I thought, I'd never heard of it, so I looked it up, and I thought, you know, let's go for that amount. I thought, I've got to grab this bundle, you know, for 20 quid, like, you just got to grab it. So that is the Ooze. Now this is another hidden gem. This is a very good game. Basically, you're controlling a blob around the screen, and you gotta get to the start point, to the end of the end point. Basically, because you're the blob, whenever you get a hit, you get part of your body, if you can see by there, taken off you. So every time you get hit, you get small. Your blob gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And I just think the mechanic of the game is amazing, and I love to have a mouse for this game because it's perfect for a mouse. But the controls of it is so very good, because you basically the face is the what you control, and the rest of it follows you. But this is a very recommended game, so it's worth the £50. You know what I mean? It's with booklet as well. It's a bit, you know, sticker there. And I think there's a crack by there, but you know, I can see that the cart is around about £20, so I will probably pick the cart up later on. But it's a very highly recommended game. Honestly, I'm very surprised at it. I've never played a Sega game like it, so that is the Ooze. That is basically it. I did pick up, this has nothing to do with Sega. As you can see, I'm a massive He-Man fan as well. I did pick up this from a boot sale, Wind Raider. Right, for me, for He-Man, why I collect He-Man and Master of the Universe stuff is the art. There's nothing out there, a toy line, for me anyway, which has art like Master of the Universe. I got quite a lot of stuff now, so I bought it. I paid for this £5, and I basically I get it bit by bit. If I see it, I grab it. Local Comic-Con, toy shops, at a good price, I pick them up. So that is basically it for this week. I got a big hitter coming next week, or this week if I got time. So I'll see you again. Thank you.